Everyone, this is Bhumi Joshi from TE Electronics. Today I am going to explain experiment number 5, V2I converter using floating and grounded load using LTSpice software. So first let us understand what is V2I converter. So here this is the circuit of V2I converter using floating load. Here as you can see, the input voltage is applied to the non-inverting terminal of an op-amp and output is taken across this RL resistor, which is here a load resistor. As name indicates, floating load output is connected between inverting terminal and output terminal, so it is called floating load. So whenever we are applying input voltage as input voltage, we are getting output in the form of current. So as we know, basic formula of Ohm's law is I is equals to V upon R. So according to that, we are getting our current. So let us first simulate this circuit in LTSpice software. I am taking two resistors because standard value of 250 ohms is not available, so 240 plus 10 in series. Now I am taking my load resistor here and place it. Now I will connect all the components one by one with the help of wire. So let's register to the supply voltage. This terminal will be grounded. This is my supply for op-amp, plus and minus 15 volt. This is my resistor. Now I'm connecting through wire. This is my load. This is in between inverting terminal and output terminal. So I'm connecting it. This is my Vout. Output will be in the form of current. We will see it afterwards. So now I will put a label VCC to this supply here and to this IC. Negative supply VEE to the source and another is to the op-amp pin. Now Vout. So now I am writing values 15 volt. This supply also 15 volt. This input voltage I am taking at 1 volt for now. 240 plus 10 in series, so we will get resistance of 250 ohms. 240 again 10 and my RL will be load resistor. I am taking as 2 kilo ohms. So in this way my schematic is ready. So now let us simulate and press OK. Here as you can see I am getting my load current as 3.999 milliampere, which is approximately 4 milliampere. So now let us go back into my document. So here these are calculations. So I have applied 1 volt and I am getting my output as 4 milliampere. This calculation I have done to find my resistor value, which we have used 250 ohms. So as you can see, this is my schematic. Just now we have seen. So here I have taken readings for various values of load resistance. So here whenever I am using 50 kilo ohms of load resistor, so I am getting 299.69 microampere current. Whenever I am using 10 kilo ohm of resistor, I am getting 150.27 microampere. So in this way, floating load part is done. So now let us start with grounded load. So as you can see, there is a circuit diagram for V to I converter using grounded load. As you can see here, load resistor is grounded, so that's why it's called grounded load. Similarly here also we are applying input voltage to the non-inverting terminal, and as output we are getting current. So let us see, this is my schematic for grounded load. Here I have taken 2 kilo ohms resistor as a load. So as you can see here also I am getting approximately 4 milliampere current. So whenever I am applying input voltage of 1 volt, in case of 50 kilo ohm load resistor I am getting 110 microampere current, and whenever I have taken 100 kilo ohm resistor load resistor I am getting 55 microampere current as output. So as we can see, this is my observation table. So here I have taken various outputs for changing for 5 input voltages. So as we have seen, I have taken for 1 volt. So this is for 2 volt. I am getting 7 milliampere, 7.99 milliampere, which is approximately 8. So according to that, I am getting my all the values. So here as you can see, whenever I am increasing my load resistance, I am getting my output current which is in decreasing order. So here using op-amp, B2I convert fails practically. So for that we have to use XTR111, which is precision voltage to current converter. So as you can see, this is a functional diagram of XTR111. As I said, using op-amp B2I converter practically is not possible, because ideally input impedance of op-amp must be as high as possible, but we are taking very low amount of resistance. So for that practically V2I converter using op-amp fails. So for that we are using this XTR111, and we can obtain precise output using this IC. So in this way my explanation is done. Thank you.